While some journalists strongly defend the need for details in a story, there is a line which must not be crossed. Sometimes, the most important and relevant details are the ones that need to be left out to protect those involved. Andy Martin, editor of local newspaper The Bournemouth Echo, told us about a time he had to use his judgment to decide to omit a vital piece of information in his story. In 2013, a man was convicted of sexually abusing his 15-year-old stepdaughter. Although the man was described as a pillar of the community, and it's the Echo's policy to name and shame defendants, doing so in this case could have led to the identification of the child, who was a suicide risk. He made the call to run the story anonymously, despite it being an important detail.
The Ipsos Editor's Code of Practice comes into effect with its example story as the term Jigsaw identification is recognised. Jigsaw identification is any piece of information that may lead to the identification of those involved, such as their age, school or area that they live in. In this particular example story, the Bournemouth Echo had to be careful on what they wrote to prevent leading to the identification of the child. Under Clause 7 of the Editor's Code of Practice, Ipsos states that in child reporting the child must not be identified, whereas the adult may be, and that care must be taken that nothing in the report implies a relationship between the accused and the child. Journalists must also respect the privacy of his or her private life under Clause 2. I feel better that as journalists we have access to the Ipsos Editor's Code of Practice at all times to follow as a guideline. However, with it only just being a guideline, it worries me that I may still write something that isn't factually correct, slanderous, or may lead to the identification of those involved.